Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the 18th episode of my 1 vs 2 times 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I am playing against 3 separate teams of 2 Emperor AI per team, and I'm playing as the Draconian Necromancer, Crogar the Corrupt. In our last episode, we finally encountered what appears to be the domain of Dwemis, Strongmouth, the dwarf theocrat who is the partner of Wazul, who we took out many episodes ago and have been kind of looking for ever since. So we now have an idea of what appears to be where Dwemis's kind of domain is. And then we've also now got a pretty good look at how strong the last of our team of 2 here is. So this is Odren Stabilis' city, and you can see here he's got a stack with some heroes, some cannons and musketeers, and just a lot of nasty things for me to deal with. So we now have an idea of kind of how strong Odren is. He appears to be very powerful. We haven't yet really encountered Oscar Van Helden, which is the human rogue who is the partner of Odren Stabilis, but I imagine he's also quite powerful. So we've got our work cut out for us, and this episode I think we're going to be getting into some of the battling here with our opponents, which has been kind of missing the last few episodes as we've been basically expanding and kind of consolidating our terrain. So before I get into the episode, I did just want to give a quick shout out to Casper Eklund as always. Casper left some great comments on the last episode, and I'm going to just go through a couple of them here. So the first comment I want to talk about real briefly is, here it is, this Phantasm Warrior. So Casper rightly pointed out that Phantasm Warriors are actually one of the better Tier 2 units in the game. They're actually a very, very strong Tier 2 unit, and there's a few reasons for that, but one of them is that they have this 60% physical protection as well as having 40% shock protection. So they're very resistant to things, but they aren't weak to anything really. And they have a number of benefits to them as well. The fact that they can pass walls and they're floating. So Casper has kind of suggested that rather than using this unit as a scout, which I had sort of suggested last episode, that rather than doing that, I could actually incorporate him into this stack or start building another stack to incorporate him and use a different unit as a scout. And I think that's actually a great idea. I sort of glossed over this unit without really commenting on it. So thank you to Casper for that one. Let's see what else here. So Casper had also suggested that, we'll just go back to the surface real quick. So if we zoom in here on this city, I have this unit here, and I had kind of moved them in kind of rashly without really paying as much attention to what else was here in the city. I had just looked at what was in the main stack here, and this area back here where you see this stack, this was all in shadows, so I couldn't see what was going on back there. And I kind of rushed in and went, oh geez, and then put my units on this bridge. Well, Casper pointed out that since I'm on this bridge, it's going to be almost impossible for them to bring any units into this fight besides just the one right here, unless they were to embark. And they're probably not going to do that. So I can kind of sit here and be relatively safe for now and just wait for my reinforcements. And my reinforcements are going to come in the form here of Bahir with his very powerful stack, which you can see right there. And then I've also got, if we jump back underground, I've also got this Bone Dragon Wraith King combo that's going to be coming. And actually, while we're talking about this, why don't we just move them right up? And yeah, as you can see here, he's going to be coming in to reinforce as well. So there we go. And so they'll be coming in to reinforce this city here and reinforce this stack, and then we'll be able to bring the fight to Odren. So yeah, Casper makes a great point that basically I'm kind of safe while I'm sitting on this bridge. And I say kind of because there's no guarantees, obviously, but because they're not able to bring in multiple units, I can probably take a one-on-one fight with one stack to one stack. The next comment here refers to this Fallen Angel. So I had asked last episode kind of where it would probably be the most important for me to summon this unit, and Casper pointed out that kind of since I have these units coming to reinforce, and since over here, Crogar is basically by himself, it would be probably most beneficial to summon the Fallen Angel here. Although it would be nice to summon the angel maybe in the domain of this dwelling so that it gets the benefit of Embrace Darkness. But I think what I'm going to do is just summon it here with Crogar, and that way I have some extra, basically some help for Crogar, because right now he's an island. He's on his own. Now I'm going to try probably to use Crogar's inflict Ghoul Curse to maybe build up some more units. Like I can raid this watchtower and try and grab a few units or something. And that way I'll have at least a little bit of an extra army to help me. But I really don't want to kind of just leave him out to dry. And Casper rightly points that out, that I'm basically kind of on my own out here. So this Fallen Angel would probably be most beneficial with Crogar, and I'm inclined to agree. So thank you to Casper for that one as well. And then the last comment that I did want to just mention from Casper is in regards to doing auto combat. So Casper had suggested that a way to kind of deal with the relative unknowns involved with auto combat, in terms of you never know exactly what the AI is going to do and you don't know the outcome, is that I could use a quick save, quick load sort of option, just in case the battles don't go the way that they should, right? Because the whole point of doing an auto combat is if I already kind of know that I'm going to just roll over the enemy and just destroy them, then I can just do auto combat to save time and save you guys from having to watch me kind of just decimate an army you knew I was going to destroy. The only issue is I really don't like the idea of sort of save scumming, as it's called. I like doing more of kind of the Iron Man playthrough where you don't ever reload a save. And Casper pointed out that doing this auto combat quick save thing kind of isn't really save scumming. But I think just for simplicity, continuity, and for my own kind of personal sense of honor, I'm going to avoid doing the quick save option. But I do appreciate that suggestion from Casper. And that is something that obviously a person can use in, if you guys are playing your own series, you can use that and without kind of feeling the dirty sort of shame of having to save scum. So again, thank you to Casper for those comments. I really appreciate them. With that out of the way here, let's get into this episode. We've got a lot to do, and I think we're going to get into some really, really nice combat. That's kind of the plan here, I think. So, we had kind of finished right in the middle of an episode, or right in the middle of a turn, I should say. We did have a few things going on. So I had this stack. I think I was going to send them up here to go deal with this. So we'll do that. We also had Cirrus in the Shadow Realm still. I want to get him kind of into the main battle here of what's going on, because right now he's kind of uninvolved the way he's sort of. I think we'll. Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I think we'll send him up here, and then we'll move over and we can raid this. Actually, I probably should have sent him this way. And so we can go take this out before we'll pop through there. That was a bit of a mistake. I actually should have gone around this way. It was faster. I just thought that there might be something up here I needed to clear out. So we'll do that with Cirrus, because I want to get Cirrus back into the fight. I want to get him kind of more active. Right now, he really hasn't been able to make much of a difference. So it would be great to kind of get him more involved. So we're going to send this unit over, group them up. So now we've got a decently powerful stack there. And this Fallen Angel stack here, I'm going to be using them to clear out some of these structures. So first of all, I think we'll clear out these guys. So this is going to get us some extra casting points. Before we get those, though, why don't we summon the Fallen Angel? So Crogar has already moved, so we'll summon it right next to him. There we go. You know what? We could even do a little bit of scouting here for free with this guy. Okay, so this city it does have a settler, which we could try and steal with Ghoul Curse. Looks like we've got an Exalted, some Firstborns. So that's just a regular city of his. Okay, and let's take a peek in here. This is a very large city. I wonder if this... I'm guessing this maybe isn't his throne, but I think maybe we'll head over here and see if we can do something there with that city, and we'll tell the Fallen Angel to just hang out. Okay, and we did have this stack here, which I used to take this little orc city, which is now a Draconian city. So we will throw a Harvester's Guild to get that city growing. And I was going to send this unit over here, basically. So I think we'll just come and initiate this battle. I will do this one in manual combat, just because I want to kind of figure out my units here and make sure that everybody is safe. This is a stack that I kind of have acquired due to Ghoul Cursing, and so it's a little bit hodgepodge, but it is a very good stack. We've got Phalanxes, Manticore Riders, and a Deathbringer here. So we could... Now, I don't think we have any support units. I'm always on the lookout for support units just to get extra healing. I think we'll kind of let them come to us here a little bit. So we're just going to kind of group up like that, and we will bring our other units kind of over just as support. Obviously, our Black Knight is a little bit worse for wear. Okay, so they're going to come in and put themselves in defense mode. We are going to take some pikeman action here from these Deep Guard. So why don't we move right up and just blast these Deep Guard away. And then we can pikeman these Boar Riders. Having that lifesteal is really helpful, as you saw there. So we'll finish them off, and now we've just got the Axemen left. So I think what we'll do is we'll move in here and do a wing beat. And then I think we will attack like that. Whereas over here we'll just do a pounce. And then we'll do another pounce. And then we'll get the kill with our pikemen. Alright, so let's just finish them off with our Manticore Rider, and there we go. So yeah, this is going to be a good stack to send underground here, this one. They have a lot of power, a lot of good units. So they're going to be heading underground, is the plan with them. Whereas these units over here, I kind of have to figure out... So I want to clear out this dungeon, that's for sure. So we're going to send these units there. I want this Deathbringer involved in this battle. And that's because I want to try and Ghoul Curse and get a few more units if possible. I was going to send this unit down to maybe help out with clearing out this Castle of the Lich King, perhaps. So we'll send him down that way. Could also eventually explore the Sunken City. And so yeah, we had these Draconian Elders who are going to come down. They're going to use their fire damage to help out clearing out this Castle of the Lich King. There we go. We also had this Reanimator. And I do want to clear this out as well. Might as well, since we're in the neighborhood. So I suppose I could send this Reanimator in to help with this stack, or I could... But again, this Deathbringer is probably going to join them and help out there. Let's just take a peek at how strong this is. Okay, so we've got Manticore Rider, Warbreed, and then 3 Berserkers. I think we'll be able to take that out. We might lose a unit or something, but I think in the end we'll be okay. Especially if we have that Deathbringer there to help out. So, this Reanimator now is going to move down this way, and I think we're going to group him up eventually with this stack. That way they have a healer. So that's kind of dealt with. Let's see, I don't think there was anybody else that really needed to move all that much. So we've already moved Bahir and his little support stack there. Now, what about Nabal? Nabal's stack was down underground. We were sending this guy down, if I remember right. He was moving to, yes, to reinforce this city and provide a city guard. So Nabal's stack over here has not moved yet. And again, this Phantasm Warrior is actually going to be more useful than, again, I was giving it credit for. Might even be nice sending him down here to join up with this stack. Because, unfortunately, I lost that Wraith unit that was healing that stack. And, geez, that's annoying. I made a big mistake when I lost that one. So it's going to need more. So I think I'll send the Phantasm Warrior down there to help out. This stack is already pretty self-sufficient, so I think we'll move in this way. We've already cleared this Forbidden Sanctum, so now I have to kind of decide which way I want to send Nabal. I think I'll probably send him up this way to go clear out some of this stuff. He can meet up here. Maybe we can juggle some of the units together, rejig the stack a little bit so that it's a little bit more optimized, and clear things kind of along the way. So that's going to be the plan there, I think. I think we're pretty much good in the Shadow Realm in terms of moving things, but we do have, of course, this stack. So I think we will initiate this battle. We'll clear this out. I'm going to do this one manually again. Mostly, and the main reason I'm doing this one manually, I kind of want to see these Harvesters in action. I've never used these Shadow Demon Harvesters before, and they can spawn larvae. They also have pretty powerful melee attack. I'm kind of interested to see what happens. I want to find out if I spawn these larvae. I'm assuming that they're a combat summon, but I want to kind of just verify that real quick. I'm like 90% sure that they are, but I want to just double check. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to use them here. So let's... Oh, and these, I think these require a corpse. Oh, I guess I'm... looks like I can use it on a Wisp. I didn't think I'd be able to. Okay. So that's good to know. So I can't just summon them. I have to use them on a corpse. Okay, we'll send you in. There we go. Okay, so we're probably going to get phased on our apprentice units here. Yep. Okay, so let's see now if we do our little... I find it really interesting that you can do it on the corpse of an incorporeal unit. So let's just see if these units hang around. Are they a combat summon? Magical origin. It doesn't look like they're a combat summon, and these things can evolve into any of the various Shadow Demon units. So these might actually be... like, they hang around. I guess we'll find out after this battle. Okay, let's see. Can try and petrify. Unfortunately, it's going to also petrify our Shadow Demons. Not that that's a problem. That doesn't really matter. It doesn't do damage, so... we'll just move in and get the kill. So let's see if these Shadow Demon larvae are still around. Wow, okay, so they are. So that's a way to build up a little bit of an army if you need extra little kind of expendable units, much like kind of summoning those cadavers, raising cadavers. This is kind of another option. So that's something that I learned now. So that's pretty cool. And let's see, I'm assuming these are paid with gold. They are. It's a shame these aren't paid with mana, because I have enough gold right now, but I have tons of excess mana. It would be really nice to be able to upkeep these with mana instead of gold. But anyway, it's pretty cool that you can do that. I really like these little Shadow Demon kind of units. And these ones they're kind of like, they're almost, if you think about them, they're an irregular unit. They remind me a little bit of the Draconian Hatchling, where they have Poison Spit instead of Fire Spit. They do a melee attack, but they also have this Evolve ability. So they're very, very similar in many respects to the Draconian Hatchling. So that's really cool. I'm really glad I figured that out. Okay, so we have summoned off, and we got out. Look at all these extra casting points. We basically almost back up to 100. So let's see. I do want to recast Whispers of the Fallen. That is pretty important. So we're going to cast that one back. Getting that extra research is just very, very nice. And so now we've got some choices. I want to get Entwined by Shadows going. It's a very, very powerful ability because, we'll take a quick peek, all friendly dedicated to evil units gain +1 resistance, plus 20% spirit protection, and +2 shock damage. So that's going to impact most of our evil units, including our fallen angels, any of our Archon units, our bone dragons, our heroes themselves, our shadow demons. So it's going to impact a lot of our very powerful units. So I really want to get that one going. Excuse me there, I just had to blow my nose a little bit. Okay, so that's going to mostly do it for this turn. So let's figure out our research now. So we've got some choices. We've got kind of big spells that are combat spells that could make a huge difference. Like Scourge of Undead is really powerful. It would be nice to maybe get a hold of this one because Crogar is going to be kind of in battle and he's going to be able to cast this one if he gets into trouble. Again, this is that spell that basically summons a random kind of undead unit every turn. They're combat summons, so that's pretty powerful. Age of Death obviously is kind of the end game Necromancer ability. 35% chance anytime there's a battle that you're going to get some units back, Ghoul Cursed or whatever. Very powerful, but again, a long time to kind of build this one up to research and then also cast it. So I'm more tempted maybe to just do Scourge of Undead because that's going to help tremendously with Crogar being kind of on his own. Of course, I could also do Advanced Seafaring and then Advanced Logistics to increase my movement. Casper had suggested that a few episodes back, and I sort of haven't done it. I think we'll do this one. We'll do Advanced Seafaring, get that out of the way. Advanced Logistics next, and then maybe we'll do that Scourge of Undead. Okay. Now let's do production. So we have a few cities here that we have to worry about. We have quite a bit of gold, but that's going to get eaten up pretty fast because we've got so many cities. So maybe let's focus on the cities that... Right, and we have this. So let's actually start that. Now that we have enough gold, let's do our Palace of the Perished in Hith. And that's going to expand the border of this by 1. And then this city's going to grow very soon, which is also going to expand the border. So that's going to kind of make Hith really our probably one of our best cities, if not our best city. So that was kind of our most important thing we needed to produce. So we now have a couple units there to guard. I think we'll be fine there. We have this ziggurat, which we weren't able to clear. If we expand the border one more time, we will get a lost library, so maybe we'll do a stone wall here just to get that in our domain. And of course, look at that, we're almost out of gold now. So most of these cities are just going to get merchandise, I think. We don't really need much there. It would be nice here to maybe get a temple going just so that we can create a healer unit to join in with this stack. I mean, we do have this Frostling Apprentice moving in to help this stack, which currently has no healing for the undead. But I think we'll just do merchandise because we do have that healer coming over, so we'll be all right. And I was sending this guy over to basically join this stack and help out. So I think I'll do that. All right, let's check out. So this is our city that used to be the throne of Firak. We could start pumping out flyers, but again, we are a little bit low on income at the moment. So I think we'll just do merchandise kind of across the board here, more or less. Yeah, that's going to be kind of the game plan. Again, we're just trying to kind of save up a little bit more gold. Don't really need to do any crazy spending. So yeah, this city's got some units in its domain here. You can see this stack kind of pestering the city. And we'll do some more merchandise there. This is nice. We now have this ancient ruin in our domain. Getting that extra research. More knowledge income is always appreciated. We've got, and again, once I finish casting a number of these spells, it would be great to corrupt the inn and this great farm. All right, now, if we are going to produce any units, it would probably be in these two cities, our throne or our city of Orindar here. I think what we'll do is... I'm tempted to maybe make an item in this city because we have so much mana. It'd be great to maybe start putting it to better use. So let's see. Now, I'm trying to think what would be a good item to use here. I think what we'll do is we'll make a nourishing meal item, and that will allow for additional healing that we can stack on top of a unit that already has heal undead. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll make a nourishing meal item, and we'll put it on here, our little basket of healing. So kind of a terrible name, but that's going to give us nourishing meal. So we'll forge that. So we'll have our basket of healing, and that will send that off to one of our heroes eventually. And now for Arindar, I think we're probably okay for units, so I think I'm just going to do merchandise. All right, and we do have a few units we have to move around, so these guys need to move. I think we'll leave the Orc Black Knight here just as a guard. I don't think this city really needs too much, but we will leave him there. And these guys here. Let's check now. What was in the Shadow Realm here? I don't remember. Okay, so we did have an ancient ruin, but nothing too crazy here. So I think we'll be... Whoops. I think we'll be all right with this unit maybe accompanying underground. Let's see what we had underground. So we had a couple of cities. two dwarven cities here, I think, if I remember correctly. One there, and one over here. And again, we're sending this stack down there to deal with all that. It would be nice to get another healer, because right now we just have the single Draconian apprentice healing that stack. So with these guys, I'm kind of tempted to just... I'm not really sure what I should do with them. Maybe I'll split this unit up. I can send this unit over to maybe help out. It can get there relatively quickly. So I'll send that unit there, the Naga, because it can go across the water quite well. These Dire Panthers, I have to decide. I think I'll send them underground. They can even help out with the fighting and whatnot, so that's what we'll do there. This unit is going to have to just chill, because again, we don't have enough reinforcement there for them. And I'll bring in this Reanimator, I guess. Actually, you know what? Maybe it'd be smarter to group up this Reanimator. So I'll go up this way, and then what I'll do is I'll group up this Bone Dragon Wraith King with this Reanimator. That way they have a little bit of a stack too. Oh, right, okay, and I had this unit here, which was going to do some clearing for me. This is probably a little bit too strong for us at the moment. I mean, we could probably do it. Oh, it's tempting to try it. I'm very tempted to try this battle. My concern is that these big beetles, they're very powerful. They're tier 3 units. But you know what? What the heck? I'm in a risk-taking mood today. We're going to give this a try. Again, I think if we play this one smart, we might be able to do it without, incurring drastic losses. Again, it would be horrendous if we were to lose either of these Wraith Kings. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen. So maybe we can use the terrain a little bit to our advantage here. I want them to come in and attack me. But it looks like I'm going to have to kind of move in on them a bit. Okay, come on. Take the bait. There we go. Perfect. Now, fortunately, because we're undead, we have that blight resistance, which is helping us out quite a bit, I think, in this battle. So, I think what we'll do here is we will throw a weakened on this beetle. Light him up with Fire Strike and our Fire Bolts there. And then we can go toe-to-toe with these guys and basically take very little damage thanks to our high physical resistance and our lifesteal. Now our units here are going to take a hit, but we'll see how strong that hit is. Hopefully not too bad. There we go. Okay, so we were able to survive it. Now we got to watch out because these elders are pretty damaged, so we might have to heal them. Okay, we can get the kill here, which is perfect. There we go. And then we can kind of retreat back and heal ourselves. There we go. And that should be enough to survive any attack, yeah, from the Swarm Darters, so we'll be fine there. So we'll attack there, we'll attack there. Now we've just got these half-breeds who I think the Blight Doctor should be able to survive a hit from. Even with the flank, yep, no problem there. And we can basically kill them off easily. There we go. And then we can drop a quick self-heal. Move in and get the flank hit. Oh, just one-shot them? Perfect. So not as tricky as I thought maybe it was going to be, but I did have to be kind of careful. We got a lot of good stuff there, and I think maybe we will... Oh, this item might not be too bad. True Sight, extra resistance, and a vision range upgrade. Frostling Boots, we don't really need. I think the vision range upgrade would be kind of nice. Like, let's say for Crogar, for example, he's doing that scouting right now. Yeah, I think we'll take this. All right, now the only problem is it's going to take a few turns to get to him, and I think he might already have some... Yeah, he already has some pretty good jewels, so I guess we don't really need those for him. But even for, say, well, let's see the rest of our heroes. I can't remember if Cirrus... Actually, let's do it this way. we'll take a peek at our heroes. So let's look at Cirrus. Cirrus is still missing a jewel, so we could give it to Cirrus. That wouldn't be so bad. Firak himself, also no jewelry. So yeah, we can send that to somebody. So let's go back to the item itself here. So why don't we send this off to Cirrus, who's actually very close. That's good for us. And then now in terms of who needs the boots, let's see if anybody is missing footwear. Cirrus has boots. Nabal does not have any footwear, so we'll send that to Nabal. Even though it's just they're not great items. Whoops. They're not great items, but sorry, these Arctic boots aren't tremendous, but they do provide a little bit of defense, which is better than nothing, so we will do that. Now the question is, are we strong enough to take out these units and all the summoned spiders that show up? I mean, we've got a decent shot at it, I think mainly because these Wraith Kings are pretty strong. The only issue is these spiders can web us, so I don't really want to take that risk, quite frankly. So I think we'll just move up here, and then we can try and raid this Lost Library. Maybe once we're a little bit stronger, we could come back and clear that out, but I don't really want to risk it at this point. I know I said I'm in a risk-taking mood, but I don't want to take too many risks. And this was such a stupid decision on my part to send this settler into these mountains, where of course I'm not able to found the city. That was such a stupid decision on my part, but again, you know, we're learning from it, so probably won't do that again. Alright, so now with this stack, I can... Right, and this Bone Dragon came up to join us, so I guess we'll just group up, and now maybe we can start raiding all these different structures. That'll be pretty awesome. We had this little guy doing some scouting. Now, where did he come from? Oh, right, he came through the island gate. So let's just kind of make sure that there's nothing else too crazy around here. Wow, we've got a bunch of Forbidden Sanctums. 2 Forbidden Sanctums. We do have some roving units who I'm going to have to stay away from. I'll go into the mountains to avoid that. Yeah. So, okay, looks like there's no spawning structure, though, which is good for us. Means that we probably won't be harassed in our city once we have it founded. And this unit I was sending to join on the island here because we wanted a Deathbringer to help out with acquiring some new units. And actually, you know what? We could do this. And then I suppose we could try a battle. I'm hesitant to do it without healing, though. That's my only kind of worry. I don't want to lose anybody. You know what? I'm going to play this one safe. I'm going to wait until we have the healer in that stack. Alright, okay. We did find that there's a larvae pool spawning shadow demons, which is right here on this one, I think. Yeah. So that's the shadow gate there. So now let's kind of see what else we can maybe go find, if there's anything else up here worth kind of exploring. Doesn't really look like it. We have this little guy exploring down south. And yeah, we'll just kind of keep using these guys to just scout around, make sure that we get kind of max value out of them. So we had this guy come in. This scout came in from over here. So we can either go down or kind of to the east. I think we'll go to the east because I don't know for sure if Dwemis has a presence underground over here. I would assume so. It would be great to find out if he does. So we'll keep that going. This stack, unfortunately, is probably not able to raid this without help at the moment. Let's just see what we'd be up against. Yeah, I don't want to risk that. So I'm going to wait until I have a little bit of backup for that unit. And this guy's going to guard the city. Wazul himself we're going to wait for backup there. And that's going to do it for our turn. So we'll end our turn there. So I'm very, very excited to start our battles here with Odren and then with Dwemis as well. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what Dwemis has for forces. Very, very interested. So it doesn't look like Dwemis has already had his turn, and it doesn't look like Dwemis has brought any units out to kind of try to fight us or anything like that. So I think we're doing okay down here. I mean, we've really got pretty insanely powerful units now, especially with this Fallen Angel reinforcing us. So I just wanted to check here. So even without the benefit of the extra life drain or the extra life steal that would have been incurred by summoning this unit within a city that has embraced darkness, we still... Oh, dang. Okay, so they did decide to embark. All right, we are going to do this battle manually. And what we're going to do, we're going to lose this battle. There's really no way around it. But we can try, and actually this bridge split's going to kind of help us a little bit. Let's just zoom out and see what we're dealing with. So most of their units are arranged over here, but this hero is kind of off by himself, so we can go gang up on the hero at least. So I think what we'll do, we're going to lose this battle. There's really almost no way around it. Even with, if we were to do Dark Gift or something like that, it's not going to turn the tide enough for us to be able to win. But we can do as much damage as possible in anticipation of Bahir's stack coming in. So let's just kind of survey again what we've got, what we're up against. So we do have, I main the Night Owl, and this hero is Awela Arcana, which I believe is a sorcerer. So we can go take out this sorcerer. Let's just see. Summon Slayer, okay. Nothing too crazy. Strong Will. So yeah, I think we'll do that. We're going to get obliterated by these cannons. That much is pretty much guaranteed. So we've got these elders. Yeah, we're just going to send everybody over here, basically. Force them to come across the bridge to deal with us. You know, if nothing else, it will also kind of bottleneck them a little bit, which will potentially help us out. So we're just going to send everybody over this way. And then we'll try and kill this sorcerer. Ooh, great stoning there. So that's happening. Odren has summoned that. Ouch. You can see just how nasty that one is. Okay, let's send in our units here. Again, we're just going to send everybody in. And we'll actually do a self-heal there. Alright. Let's zoom in here and see what happens. Okay, Shock Bolt's doing quite a bit of damage, but unfortunately we're still alright. Like I said, there's really no way we can win this battle, even with spells. I don't see it happening. This is an example of if I did have Scourge of the Undead, I could probably have had a chance to win, which is that one that summons the undead every turn. But without it, I don't see any way that we can do it. So that's nice. We got some life back. We killed off one of the heroes, so that at least is a minor victory, even though we're going to lose the battle. So now we can kind of get ourselves maybe positioned so that I'm going to try and spread my units out so they're not sitting ducks for the cannons. So if the units move up kind of, you know, some of them ahead of the others, that's actually going to make things easier for me. I suppose another option here would be to just run. Except the problem is that this greater stoning is doing damage to me every turn. Now I could try and disjunct it. Only have a 50% chance of it disjuncting. And I mean, again, we're going to lose this battle anyway. I think I'm just going to... I would almost rather just save my casting points, quite frankly. So what we'll do instead here is we'll just take advantage of the fact that some of these units are being sent in kind of ahead, which means we have an opportunity here to basically just get some free damage. Send the tiger in, because the tiger is going to die for sure. Tiger can be a bit of a sacrifice. We'll keep our stronger units kind of back in reserve. Tiger can soak up some damage here, hopefully. Ouch! Nice. Okay, the Tiger did a bit of good, decent job there, soaking up some hits. So yeah, those... Oh, that cannon. Didn't do that much damage, but still pretty scary. I really, really like the regrowth on this Earth Elemental. That's very, very powerful. So we got to keep this Wraith King alive, because obviously the Wraith Kings are the units that we value the most at this point, along with our Earth Elemental. Our Elders are good, but I mean, they're going to go down. There's really no way around that. But we could use the healing on this one. So maybe we will do this. And then, and again, I'm trying to kind of spread my units out a bit. We'll do a self-heal. Move in like this. And then we'll let them come to us. Now, we're going to take some pretty massive range damage here, but maybe we can take out a unit or two before this thing is all said and done. Okay, there goes one of our Elders. Nice. It's kind of nice that they're hitting up our unit that has regrowth. And, of course, the stoning, too, affected him. Alright, so one of our Elders is actually alive, which is great for us. So let's try and finish off these Musketeers if possible. There we go. And we can... You know what? We'll move in like this. We'll basically get the kill. So that's going to kind of be almost like a sacrifice there. We'll throw ourselves in defense mode. I'm basically just going to kind of put myself in like that and force them to have to kind of fight me. So let's see what happens. This is going to get ugly. Oh! Big cannon shot there. You just see how devastating that attack is. So they're using all their ranged attacks on me, which is smart. And then they use their unit that I don't get any lifesteal from, which is also smart on their part. Okay. So the Earth Elemental I don't think really got attacked, so why don't we kill off the Golem? There we go. Now these guys have already moved, so that means this Wraith King is most likely going to die. I suppose we could do a Siphon Life to try and keep him alive a bit longer. Kill off this Longbowman. Suppose... Yeah, let's do it. I mean, again, I don't think it's going to make any real difference. That one didn't cost me very much, so I'm not as opposed to using it. So we're getting lots of reloads there. So we can definitely finish off this other hero at the very least. Okay. So now let's move in. Beat the heck out of the hero. So get the kill there. I actually think I'd rather do this, and that way I get a little bit of health back. Lifesteal, there we go. Even though it didn't get the kill. There we go. Okay, now this is going to get pretty nasty here, because unfortunately our units are in a line, which means we're going to get cannon shotted into oblivion. Ouch! Ouch! Okay, there goes our Wraith King. A little bit more stoning there. So we'll send you in. Can we petrify? No, we can't, because they're machines. So let's try and destroy the cannon that we have a good shot on here. Actually, we could come in here and start attacking the Musketeers and get a little bit of lifesteal, so let's do that. There we go. And we could, you know, we could do another Siphon Life here, actually. Maybe not the worst plan. Yeah, let's do it. I know I said I wasn't going to cast a ton of spells, but we're basically eliminating their army pretty rapidly here. I know we're going to probably still lose, but I mean, we're really putting a hurt on them here. Boy, that regrowth is really kind of paying dividends here at this point. So we'll eliminate that cannon. Do quite a bit of damage there on this one. Now we've just got cannon, trebuchet. So the cannons are obviously our most dangerous opponent. Oof! Did you see that? He moved all the way around just to get that lineup shot. Alright, we hopefully will get the kill here. Oh, and we didn't. Boy, that's a really, really big shame. Yeah, that's a shame. Oh well. So now we'll do this. Fortunately, that means this unit's probably going to die and not able to get the kill there. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, well, we'll kill off the cannon. Make sure that that's dealt with. I suppose I could have used one of my spells there to finish off that cannon. We'll kill off the trebuchet. And now it's just cannon versus earth elemental. Alright. So he's going to probably run. Yeah. Smart on his part. I don't know if I have enough regrowth and health to be able to stave off this. It looks like I'm going to get at least some good damage here. I think we can maybe do this. Thanks to that regrowth. Yep. Oh yeah, we're fine now. Awesome. I did not think we had any hope in hell of winning that battle. So, I mean, we lost most of our units, but this Earth Elemental, he did work. And those Wraith Kings, you know, even though they died, they did a lot of work too. So, that actually, I'll take that. That's a win for me. Not just winning the battle, but I mean, I eliminated a lot of his really strong units there. A ton of his cannons. I'll take that trade every day. Okay. So we had some items show up. Let's just double check that. So Firak now has the ability to heal a stack of undead, which is great for him. He also got a helmet. That's the helmet. And we had another item arrive. Okay, we had some jewelry here. This is that one I sent last turn. So now we have a little bit better vision range, which is good. And yeah, geez, that was a stupid decision going around this way versus the other way. But I would like to clear this out before I go back through. So now what I'll do is I will use a unit to just initiate this battle. And I'm going to do this manually because I want to try and get some more Shadow Demons. That's going to help me out quite a bit. Okay, let's see here. So I want to curse the Shadow Demon Harvester. Okay, and we failed. Let's go beat up the Bombard a little bit. We've got Larva. So I want to try and throw a Despair or a Curse on the Harvester. Did get some Despairs on there, which is good for us. And let's try for maybe a little more if we can. Nice. Okay, so that's fantastic. Should be very vulnerable now to Ghoul Cursing. So we're just going to let our units kind of tank some damage. No worries there. Big oof there. Just smashing those larvae. And we've got a 64% chance. I suppose we could, you know what, let's try and increase those odds just a little bit. There, a little bit more. 80% now, better odds. Nice, and we got it. Fantastic. Now we can get the finish. Perfect. Does anybody need some health? Yeah, our Titan could use a little bit, sure. And let's fly in and get the flank kill. There we go. A little bit of lifesteal for our chargers. All in all, pretty good battle, and we made a new friend, of course. Some pants here. Pretty decent ones, +2 defense. But I think I'm going to just sell these, just for ease. Okay. So yeah, now next turn we'll send Cirrus back through into the overworld, into the surface. Had a little bit more scouting we could do up here. Let's see what else we can find. Ooh, another city. Maybe go investigate what that city is. Alright, so let's now... Okay, now we have to decide, what do we do with Crogar? So I'm tempted to go for the bigger city, quite frankly. Part of me wants to maybe go and take out this watchtower, but I'm actually pretty interested in going in and trying to maybe raid this large city and seeing kind of what's there. So I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, and this is... Wow, it's his throne. Okay. Even better. All right, so yeah, we definitely want to go raid this. So let's just see. Can we get a peek? Okay, and it's not that well defended unless he's got some units hiding back here. He's really... Yeah, he's left his throne pretty open, so... Yeah, man. Wow. Okay, we can do some big damage now. So let's just get that stack ready there. Excuse me. Okay. So now let's figure out what to do with this stack. Again, I would like to go raid this Forbidden Sanctum. I think we're strong enough. So we'll be fighting against a Shadow Stalker, a Shadow Elf Succubus, Lesser Shadow Stalker, Lesser Shadow Stalkers, and a Draconian Martyr. I think we can probably handle this battle. So let's give it a try. We'll do this one manually because obviously it's going to be a tough battle for us. So we're going to use our Fallen Angel and our Wraith King as kind of a vanguard of our attack as per usual. So we'll send them up. We've also got our Shadow Demon Harvesters. I am just extremely impressed with how these Shadow Demon Harvesters work. They're a really, really cool unit. And the fact that they can produce those larvae from corpses, that's pretty unreal, actually. These units synergize very well with Necromancers, too, especially if you're playing a Shadowborn Necromancer who's dedicated to evil and has all the benefits of that, because these Shadow Demons are dedicated to evil by default. So, alright, let's kind of move up this way. Start moving around this way, I guess. And, yeah, we'll go this way as well. We'll keep our apprentice kind of in the middle. What I'm hoping is that they just charge right in at our Fallen Angel and Wraith King. It's kind of what's happening, so that's a good thing. Okay, so now we've got kind of a battle here. And this is why I'm glad I left these guys here, because now they can drop a heal on our Angel, who's going to need the help. Bring our Harvester over, and our Wraith King can now come in and actually start doing some pretty decent damage here, as you can see. So we'll do a flank attack here on the Succubus. There we go. And we'll bring in the reinforcements around the side here. Actually, we can come right up the gut here with that Harvester. There we go. Alright. Let's see what happens. So they're really going after the Fallen Angel, who... remember, that Fallen Angel has Undying, so if it goes down, again, not the end of the world. And we'll finish off the Succubus here. There we go. And then... Oh, and guess what? We can mend Magical Being. Wow. That's pretty cool. Because this Fallen Angel was summoned, and this Mend Magical Being restores 15 to target friendly magical origin unit. That is excellent. So these apprentice units are great to pair with Fallen Angel when you're playing kind of the combo I am, because you've got Heal Undead and Mend Magical Being. That's absolutely fantastic. I guess technically any summoned unit, really. So let's kill off the Martyrs, why not? And now we just have to start dealing with all these Shadow Stalkers. There we go. Perfect. There we go. So everybody's just kind of getting retaliated there. So we'll move up. And we'll go for a flank here. Perfect, that's dealt with. And let's see, can we get a flank anywhere else? Doesn't look like it, so we'll just do some damage. Everybody else is already pretty much moved. We can go here and do a flank, though. Perfect. Excellent battle. And let's hope we get a good spell out of this. Ooh, summon Obsidian Dragon. I mean, heck, I'll take that. And I'll take the extra casting points as well. That's going to allow us to actually continue to cast that, even though we had spent a few of our casting points in that other battle. So now we can cast Entwined by Shadows, which I probably... Well, I was going to say I should have cast before this battle, but I didn't have enough points. So, yeah, we'll cast it now. Excellent. All friendly dedicated evil units just get all that bonus. That's awesome. Very happy about that. So now we have to decide what else should we do. Again, I could start summoning another Fallen Angel or an Earth Elemental, which again, that regrowth, boy oh boy, that was nice. Now, you can imagine regrowth plus lifesteal if I were to summon this in the domain of a city that has Embrace Darkness. Just unreal, like, so much power there. I could also start corrupting the source. As I said, I have some of those cities that I need to do that for. But since we're kind of in a battle, I'm not going to worry that much about that. I'd rather just get some more units going, I think. So... now, let's kind of see. Let's take stock of what we got going on. So we did have some items. Ooh, we had some items get dropped. We could actually steal these away. So let's see. I suppose we could just send this to whoever needs it. We'll figure out who needs that most here shortly. We're just going to, like I said, we're just going to make a beeline for... there we go, for Odren cities now, because I can kind of smell blood. We've eliminated a lot of his really strong units, so I think we'll be able to... I mean, heck, you know, I could probably win this fight. Let's see. Yeah, we have 100% fire protection, and this is a flame tank. So, I think we're going to do a little bit of fighting here. Now, what does this do? Mana fuel cells, that's just a production bonus. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do this battle. Of course, he could cast some spells on me, but I think I'd probably win, to be honest. Okay, let's see what Bahir needs while he's here, because he's really close. So he needs a helmet, he needs boots, he needs a mount, and he needs better jewelry, because right now he doesn't really have good jewelry. He does have that egg that's going to hatch eventually for him in 5 turns, but... so let's see what we got for items. So, ooh, Strong Will, giving you that spirit protection is kind of nice. Okay, so he doesn't have, he doesn't have boots. Yeah, he doesn't have boots, so we'll send him those boots. That's good. We'll send him the lightning wand. I think does he have a shield? Let's double check that. He does, but it's just the mind control immunity shield, so not super important. So we will send him this as well, I guess. You know what? Let's just send him pretty much everything. Oh, and yeah, I guess, yeah, his inventory's full. Fortunately. Oh, and we already had boots coming to him, I guess. There we go. Let's actually sell this shield off. We'll equip that shield just to get a little bit extra bonus there from it. Now we've got a few more items we can give to him. Let's see. So we have these ranged items, which we'll have to figure out which hero needs those. So what kind of ranged attacks do we have already? So we have a bow, we have a gun, we have a black wand. Oh, and I guess I already had one with him, so maybe I'll send this off to somebody else. Let's send it to Nabal. And for these ranged attacks, let's check Firak. I seem to recall Firak maybe not having as many ranged attacks. Yeah, so he has the rifle and the holy symbol, so let's send him another physical attack with the bow, maybe. I think that would be a good choice for him. So we'll send the bow to Firak. Some of these items, again, I can just sell them, which I think would probably be a good decision. I don't know if anybody needs torso armor. Let's double check that. Does Wazul need a chest piece? Wazul does need a chest piece, and he needs some boots. I don't think he has any coming in, right? Oh, he does. Okay, he has a chest piece coming in, but he does need boots. Looks like Wazul is going to be wearing some high heels here, because we're going to be sending him high-heeled black leather boots. He is going to look fantastic in those, I am sure. So let's go back to Wazul and see what else. Okay, Wazul needs a shield and he needs some accessories. So we'll deal with those as well. So he needs accessories, so we'll send him these. Sure, why not? And what the heck, I guess, you know, let's just send him a bunch of stuff. And then he can sell off pretty much everything else. Yeah, we'll send the other stuff to Cirrus just so we can sell it off, basically. There we go. Perfect. Okay, just excuse me for a second. There we go. Just had to blow my nose once again. Okay. So, what we've done over here, we're pretty much good to go. Everybody's moved. But, again, I think I can win this battle, so let's do it. Having that fire protection, unless he's casting some, you know, devastating spells on me, I'm really thinking I'm pretty much fine. Yeah, that stoning's not going to matter because of my regrowth, so good luck on that one. I'm reminded of the "how many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man" meme. You think Odren would have learned from that last battle. There we go. Yeah, that flame tank can't do anything to me because I've got all that fire protection. I mean, he does have Ram, but again, that's not going to do anything. There we go. Easy. Easy peasy. And I will take that city. Thank you very much. Now, here's the question. Do I slash and burn, or do I take and then just keep rolling? I think I'm going to take the city. I was tempted to maybe just plunder it and keep moving, but I'm not going to really get anything for that. Could just raise it, of course, or plunder it. But, I think I would rather actually just start kind of converting this and work my way over. I've got such powerful units coming to kind of reinforce the city. I think I'll just migrate it to Ghoul Draconians and keep moving. So that's going to be the plan there. I'm so happy that this elemental lived and survived that battle. Was able to hang around and win that city for us there. Okay, so now we've got some dungeoneering to do. So, you know, this will be hard because we don't really have a ton of experience. We're not leveled up, so we probably will lose a unit or two in this battle. But hopefully we can make a lot of new friends. Okay, so yeah, let's just kind of take stock. So our shock trooper is going to go out front. Our Deathbringer, we're going to kind of keep somewhat in reserve, not entirely, but I am going to put a heal on. And the reason for that is because I need the Deathbringer to, obviously I want it to survive. It's a very strong unit. And as well, I'm going to use it to jump in when it's opportune to try and get some Ghoul Curse going. And we'll send these guys in kind of as a help as well. I think we'll do Lion's Courage on our shock troops there. Alright, so I'm assuming that they're going to hang out and wait for us. Yep, there we go. That's what I was kind of expecting. So we'll keep our units kind of, we'll plan this kind of cautious. Maybe we'll take one more step. We'll do another Lion's Courage. This time I think we'll do it on our Deathbringer. Our Blight Doctor we're going to keep back. Obviously we don't need our Blight Doctor going down. Alright, here we go. Okay, now the battle has kind of started, so our units are taking hits, soaking up damage, which is exactly what we want. So now I can do some damage, but I could also just put a weakened on one of these. But the damage is pretty powerful, so I think we'll just do some damage. And now we're gonna teleport in behind and try for a Ghoul Curse. And we got it, so we got the Manticore Rider, which is great. And this Warbreed, unfortunately, these guys are going to, unless we're able to kill them, they're just gonna regrow. I think we're gonna be able to probably kill this one, though. So Yeah, we got a line of sight penalty, but we could roll up and get a crossbow shot and then get the kill here. Perfect. Now this one we're not going to be able to kill off, so I think we'll just put ourselves in defense mode there. And then I think I'm going to just kind of move back. We'll take a charge hit probably, but I'm going to put myself in defense mode there with the Ice Queen. Now I'm going to... This Deathbringer's probably going to get beat up pretty heavy. Okay, good. They went for the Ice Queen. There we go. Okay, perfect. So that went well. Really, really well. Now we'll just light up these Berserkers and get the kill here. There we go. And then we can actually come around, do some damage there. And let's see now. Does anybody need a heal? I think we can move away without taking an attack, so we'll be alright. Yeah, let's drop a heal. Do one there on our Shock Trooper and then move him in to get the finish. There we go. So that battle went very, very well. We didn't lose anybody. And we were able to acquire a new unit here with our Manticore Rider. So very, very happy with the outcome there. We can also get a Griffin Rider and a Flyer, as well as a lot of gold. So hey, why not? Let's take that. Boy, we just have all kinds of powerful units now, which is great for us. And Wazul, we can kind of rejuggle the stack here to now have this Manticore Rider maybe instead of this Phalanx or something. Or the Shock Trooper, I suppose we could replace. I do like these Shock Troopers quite a bit. I want to keep the 2 healers for sure. It's nice having them, and I want to keep the Deathbringer so that we can continue to build up units. It would also be great to maybe turn these guys into undead. And then they can group up. So let's kind of decide here. So we'll... Yeah, I think we're gonna have to split up the band here. I think we'll leave the Phalanx out of the party. Now the question with Wazul is, do I head down? I think we're just gonna head east with Wazul and kind of eventually join the battle. So we'll do that. We'll have Wazul maybe sit with these new units that we've acquired. I suppose they could come east with us as well. So maybe we'll go this way, like that. And obviously this Manticore Rider is going to jump in with this stack as well. You know what? It'd be nice to clear this out. So maybe let's see if we can do that with this little stack here. It's actually going to be kind of difficult, but I think with regrowth, I think we'll be okay. So let's do it. We'll have to do this one manually, though, because this is going to be a hard battle. And again, maybe I shouldn't have done this battle, but I think we'll be okay. And again, I can revive the Raptor if it goes down, thanks to this Reanimator being there. So the Raptor is kind of expendable in this situation, which is good for us. So let's do some damage. Of course, that's just going to get recharged with recharging mana currents. There we go. Okay, they're moving in. And we can probably just get the kill here. Yep, perfect. And then we can actually, if we could build up a charge here. Yeah, let's just run in and charge. And then we'll just move in, do some more damage. Let's see what happens here. So I'm assuming the Raptor's probably... Ooh, that Warbreed's gonna die. Oh well. Again, I've got so many units. Again, you know, this battle may have been something I maybe shouldn't have done. Because that Warbreed's very powerful. It's actually a shame to lose them. But, yeah, we're gonna be just fine. Come in here. And we'll just do a self-heal here. So kill off the Raptor. Yeah, there goes the Raptor, but of course we can just do this. No problem. And now we can get the finish. So, yeah, it's a shame I lost that Warbreed. Again, I'm kind of maybe getting a little bit too fast and loose with it, but not the end of the world. We're just clearing structures after all. So we'll move these two guys down. Again, we're sending them to deal with that. And now we need a stack to go down and... Oh, right, and I was sending that Warbreed down to go and clear out this. So, yeah, actually maybe not the smartest move on my part, but again, we are going to have a stack that can deal with this for sure. Either with the remnants of Wazul's group here, because we've got basically 2 stacks worth of units, so we're going to send some of those down for sure. And yeah, boy, I'm very excited that we've found Dwemis' throne city. Very, very excited about that. So this just kind of changed now. Now we know exactly where Dwemis is. We have Odren. We've taken out a big army of his, so we can kind of start working on him. So things are looking really good for us at this point. So I think we're going to call this an episode right there. Again, not a perfect episode. I did make some mistakes, but we made some real progress, and we were able to, you know, obviously do a big location boost for us here in terms of finding Dwemis' throne city. So as I said, we'll save this one. This is episode 18. So we'll just call this 18 there. And yeah, so again, we still have a lot of work to do, but we're making real progress. We can probably, again, in the next episode or two, I'd like to try and eliminate Dwemis. If we can take out his throne, maybe his leader, actually Dwemis himself, will come running to try to defend it. Maybe we can do another 1-2 punch where we take out the throne, take out the leader, and then they're done. And then we can also kind of start exploring further east and find out what Odren and his partner have kind of for defenses and where their thrones are. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.